Hi, I'm Annie Meehan, a motivational speaker out of the Minneapolis area. And today I'm going through the ABCs of how to grow a speaking or any business and be successful. And so today I'm on the letter K. K stands for Keynote. Doesn't everyone want to be a Keynoter? It's so funny to me, as president, I hear from a lot of people, I want to be a Keynoter. And then I ask, have you spoken before? How many people? How did it go? How long did you speak? I find out more and more people are more trainers, seminar leaders, and there's nothing wrong with that. You see, I think people think keynote, I want to be the king, I want to be the keynoter. Now, keynoting for me has worked really well. People love me to kick off their conference. I bring that energy, that passion, that story, that purpose, so they get on fire for the next couple days of their conference. But keynoting isn't for everybody, and there's nothing wrong with that. I do some breakouts still, and occasionally a seminar or an all-day training, but primarily keynoting. But that's my style. That's my personality, that high energy, the storyteller, the animation, with some lessons taught in there, not just a great story. And so I want you to know that that's not for everybody, and don't think that makes you less than. If you're called to speak, but you do stuff really nice in a group of 6 to 12 people, more of a training or a retreat, that's beautiful. If you're better at an all-day workshop where you're working through half-day fill-in-the-blank sort of thing, that's a great thing too. There's nothing wrong with that. Sometimes I think people think, I want to be the boss. I want to be the top of the food chain, just like in leadership, but it's not meant for everybody. It's different personalities and different strengths. One is not less than the other. Sometimes one gets paid a little bit more, sometimes one doesn't, but it doesn't matter. Don't try to be something just for the money, just chasing after that. Instead, work with where your gifts are and where you connect with the people. It takes a tremendous amount of energy to work with audiences of thousands and to have each person feel like you talk specifically to them and you connected with them. And if that is not your strength and you try to do that, it won't lead to more business. Know what your strength is. If you connect better in a smaller group, capitalize on that. Go after those trainings and seminars. That's your gift. Be good at that. Just because somebody looks like a bright, shiny light as a keynote doesn't mean that's meant for everybody. Know your own gifts and strengths and work in those. If you're starting a speaking business, don't always think that's the most glamorous. Because if you fail at something that isn't meant to be, you won't have that sustained success. So know yourself, know your audience, listen to the feedback, watch yourself. Are you better at connecting with a small group, a medium, or a large? Where will you get hired and then get hired again and again and again? Because when you walk away, you don't want people to say that was good. You want people to say that was great. So wherever your sweet spot is, capitalize on that, step into that. And that doesn't mean you can't do the other parts, but just find your main lane. Are you better at a small group, a mid-size, or a large? And not just what do you think, but what does your audience say about you? Do they feel like you connected with them? I always feel so grateful when I have a large audience and people will come up to me, I felt like you talked just to me, straight to me. I cried, I laughed, I felt every emotion. But if you can't do that, don't set yourself up to fail. Instead, enjoy whatever spot you have. Are you a trainer, a consultant, a coach? Are you better at seminars, workshops? Nothing is wrong with any of those. All of those are in the category of being a speaker. Just figure out where you're best and work primarily in that sweet spot. I hope that you won't see Keynote as the only king in the world of speaking. There's many opportunities, many great stories and lessons to learn. And so I hope that you will capitalize on where you're great so that your audience benefits the most from your teaching. I'm Annie Meehan with AM Speaking and Consulting, reminding you there's a place for all of us. So get out there and share your story.